Mr. Milos, a bodybuilding star of the 90s and an amazing coach, supposedly said that in his reckoning, Mr. Andrew Jacked has the best front lat spread in bodybuilding history. Good lord, Mr. Milos, do I disagree? I can think of tons of guys. For instance, Lee Haney. Are you serious, bro? 8-time Mr. Olympia. Does not belong to the same conversation as Andrew, not even slightly. What about another 8-time Mr. Olympia, Ronnie Coleman? He smokes him out of the water. Even a smaller guy like C-Bomb, I reckon, has a better front lat spread. What about a big guy like Big Ramy? He smokes him senseless. Dennis Wolf. Dude, I can think of tons of guys. He's not even top 10 best front lat spread. Dennis Wolf again, right? But then again, we stumble on the best one. You cannot out Dorian in the front lat spread. He smokes you all. For Lord's sake, Milos, you were competing in the same era as this giant. He was killing you on from the back. Even you have a better front lat spread, right? Absolutely. Come on, look at him. He's average at best. No idea what you were thinking. I don't agree with you. Let's admire. Let's admire. Are you kidding me, man? Just observe. I'm paralleled until today. Nobody can out Dorian when it comes from the back and the lat spread front and back. He is on a different galaxies, baby, please. Are you kidding me? No, so just know, man. Dorian was nicknamed the Backzilla by the biggest guy of that era, namely Nasser El Somebody. He was keeping you at bay just from the back, really. And his front lat spread was simply Dorian-esque. Nobody will never remember Andrew Jacked because of some back development, let alone a front lat spread, with all due respect. So what say you people? Do you agree with me or with Mr. Milos Sarcev? Let me read you down below. Saluted be on a daily basis, baby, please. And so, Carlos Thomas Jr. just retired just like that, unannounced. He closed his Instagram, and the word is that he is retiring. The reason? I don't know. You tell me. He was so promising. Look at him, so bubbly. I mean, the amount of muscle he has is just staggering. Look at the bellies, baby, please, roundness every freaking where. It was like a big Momo Ben Aziza version. Small, bubble gut not even once. He has bubbles everywhere except in the gut. What a shame. So you tell me, guys, what say you? What do you think is the reason that pushed this amazing prospect to close his account and say, you know what, damn you guys, I'm retiring, I'm gone, I'm a goner. Let me hear you and read you down below in the comment section. Be saluted on a daily.
Oh, well, dearie me, it was 1990, and there was me, Louis, but there was also Gary Stridham in Germany on a daily. This guy was the superstar of the late 80s, baby, please. But then again, he moved on to a different business. He signed up with the WWE, which was called WWF back then, right? The Wrestling Federation with McMahon, for $400,000 supposedly, which was big money back then. So of course he would never win again with the IFBB, but he was so much ahead of his time. If you were into bodybuilding back then, you probably had this guy on your walls, posters everywhere, cover magazines, very, very famous. He was ahead of his time. Better remember, this was Lee Haney epoch, and there was this giant. Of course he could not win, but he brought some serious things that nobody had back then. Look at the hardness, man. The chest development was crazy with feathers, and his legs was striated, where those of Mr. Olympia back then were not striated. And so, in essence, Mr. Gary Stridham was between two epochs, that of Lee Haney and the upcoming that of Dorian Yates. This was 1990. There was a competition called the Night of Champions, which is called nowadays the New York Pro. That one was won by Momo Ben Aziza, and the second guy there was Dorian Yates. So Dorian was coming very strong. He would become Mr. Olympia in about 2 years after this. And this guy retired from the IFBB, and he made supposedly some good business with the WWE on a daily. But this guy was the superstar of the 80s, baby, please. From the front, he was solid. I'm telling you, from the front, he was very, very solid. And the hardness he had for a gigantic man was pretty much unheard of. And then he could have been a superstar in Dorian's era, but he elected to move on. Better to know he came back when he was a little bit older, but he has some sort of an imbalance between the left and the right side of his upper body, if I do recall, maybe due to an injury. But Gary Stridham brings back so much memories, baby, please. Look at that. It was solid. I mean, bubbly guy, inspired so many bodybuilders of that epoch. Gary was very popular. For a guy who never won Miss Olympia, believe you me, he was the poster boy of a lot of magazines. He sold a lot, very photogenic, very loved, very followed. If you're into the 80s and 90s era of bodybuilding, you must know him.
There we go. It's more proper, isn't it? It's not laggy, right? So, latest phone from Samsung. God bless you all. I received tons of messages from the iPhone guys. Bro, you should have went with the iPhone 17 Pro Max, whatever that is. Dude, I am never Apple, right? I will never be with Apple. I don't salute Apple. In the previous life, I used to work in this field, right? Like years ago. As a matter of fact, I was working in a company that basically deals with this technology when the first iPhone came in 2007, right? Steve Jobs was alive. And that's that. I don't salute it. So, yeah. It's like a cult, for Lord's sake. You got some Tesla people, CrossFit people, yoga people, and Apple. It's a cult. It's a sect. They want to convert me. No. Well, since there's a brand new phone, I had to transfer everything into it. Now, it is user-friendly. If you have a Samsung, you do it wirelessly. You have something called Smart Switch. So it transfers everything from the old phone to this one wirelessly, which is more convenient. You're thinking Apple. No need for USB-C for that. Anyway, but some apps had to be upgraded because nowadays you control everything via your phone, right? And I had to deal with some companies by calling them. And good Lord, it was not humane whatsoever. It was pretty much automated AI. And I gotta say, I mean, they're quite efficient and efficacious in their craft. So they fix everything very, very, very fast. So that's quite saluted. But what a change. What a change. I mean, you're... There you go, something holy. Thank you. Should I remove my hat? I think not. Last time I was here with my old phone, the image was not that saluted because it was just laggy. There you go. How sacred and holy is this? Now, better notice that Jesus is depicted with some melatonin. It's definitely dark. Right? And so is his mom right there. Look at that. Proper, isn't it? So this girl is praying with her mom. There we go. Sarah J.C. Day. She passed away in 1841. No, she was born in 1841 and passed away in 1932. She lived a long life, dude. 91 years. Beloved wife of Maurice Scholar Baldwin, 3rd Bishop of Huron. So I did mention this before. All these names here, the family names no longer exist in this city. They're just gone. So you get Amelia Josephine Bagg, right? This one is Catherine Mitchison. She's the wife to Stanley Clark Bagg as well. Right, you got Wicksteed, Fletcher, Anna Fletcher. There we go. All these names are no longer in Montreal. I just moved on. So I assume this is a Catholic church because they have what we call a confessionnal. You go there and confess to the priest your sins. And while in the Catholic faith, your sins will be pardoned through the priest. Obviously, I'm of a different belief, but hey, you respect all the beliefs, right? If you're Catholic, you come here, right? Enter there. There is a priest right there. And, you confess all your sins, and you promise no longer doing it again, and they will be pardoned, right? Got some angels here. These has to be the apostles. There's Jesus there in the center, flanked by the apostles. And where are the saints are right there? Are the saints, I assume. There we go. There's also Mary and Mary Magdalene, I assume. That's the Last Supper of Jesus. So the faithfuls praying, as you can see. Well, in this church, you have one flag. And a female priest, right? Christchurch Cathedral. No, it's Anglican, sorry. It's not Catholic, it's Anglican. My bad. There we go. The rainbow flag, isn't it? What's up, guys? This was Mr. Tan when we started. Tan is a tall gentleman. He's from Australia, Australia mate, so down under, kangaroo land, and he was mildly fluffy. A non-saluted shape, frankly. You can see it from all sides, front and back. And well, Tan is doing mildly more proper now. Let's take a look at him. There we go. Proper contrast, isn't it? Really is. We're not even done yet, but I mean, look at that. Just night and day. Let me show you the back of Tan. So look at this back versus this absolutely not, look, I'm not gonna talk. Pictures speak louder than words. Happy camper, isn't it? Plus, I think that Tan is in the portion where there's no gym open because part of Australia is in a lockdown. So this is a lockdown Shreya, basically success story. What's up, people? This was Abdulaziz when we started. Absolutely not saluted physique back then, fluffy. Today, don't look at him. Same gentleman, absolutely proper. He has lost a tremendous amount of weight before working with me, but right now he's getting absolutely optimized. Look at that. This is the back. I'm gonna show you the back. I mean, his back was even in a non-saluted state as well. And look at him, same tattoo, and everything is getting much better. Absolutely saluted.